I know exactly how I want to respond when I am asked how my 2024 went. Big dreams require big commitment and big action. And I need to do what I say I am going to do. I need to keep the promises that I made to myself. Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel where we learn together, take action together, and reflect together. My name is Tamira, and thank you so much for being here. In today's video, I will be sharing my 2024 digital vision board and reflecting on the year 2023. Want to reflect with me? Hop in the car and let's ride. This is my 2024 digital vision board. Shout out to Jessica and Aaron for introducing me to this way of creating a vision board. This is my second year creating one, and in the past, I created physical boards using magazine clippings or images that I printed offline, and I really enjoyed that process of creating a vision board. However, I like my digital vision board a little bit better. My favorite thing about it is how accessible it is. I can access it anytime and anywhere because of this little device right here. I have it saved as my wallpaper on both my phone and my iPad. I used a magnet to hang it on my whiteboard, and I pinned a copy to my kitchen message board. And all of this access allows me to constantly interact with it and reminds me of the lifestyle that I am going to live. Another thing I love about it is I can make easy updates. Knowing that my goals and desires change over time, my digital board lets me effortlessly make revisions with simple drags and drops. Like, I don't have to re-glue, cut, or pin anything. It's really easy for me to customize it because it is digital. So the title of my vision board this year is Execution. I named it Execution because I have big dreams and big aspirations. Not only do I have big dreams and aspirations, I also have knowledge, experience, and insight. And so that only leaves room for one thing, and that is execution, y'all. It is time for me to execute, and that is exactly what I am going to do this year. Okay, so each square represents a goal that aligns with my beliefs, my values, the person that I am becoming, or the lifestyle that I want to live. It represents an area in my life that needs consistent, focused, and disciplined execution if I truly want to see my big dreams and my big aspirations become big reality. The first square is my logo for my learning brand, Knowledge, Action, and Reflection, CAR for short. Last year, I officially introduced y'all to CAR. I launched my YouTube channel and I started a newsletter. This year, I will be consistent about posting videos, sending my newsletter, and just continuing to create and develop programming for knowledge, action, and reflection. This picture represents my bookcase suite in my home office. I like to say that a smart woman reads all the time, so I set a goal to read more, whether that is a physical book or an audio book, and I want to focus on the books I already own that I haven't read yet. This year, I read more than I have in a long time, and I read a variety of genres. Some of my favorites were Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela, the autobiography of Malcolm X by Malcolm X and Alex Haley, Next Year in Havana by Chanel Cleaton, and Finding Me by Viola Davis. This square represents language practice. I am going to improve my communication skills and become more articulate. One way to do that is to enhance my vocabulary. I'm also going to improve my Spanish speaking skills. I love the Spanish language. Fun fact, it is the fourth most spoken language in the world after English, Mandarin, and Hindi. I studied abroad in a Spanish speaking country. I studied the language in high school and college, and I once strongly considered moving to a Spanish speaking country. So because I am overzealous and tenacious about improving my English vocabulary and my ability to speak Spanish, my goal is to practice daily. This square represents becoming an organized person, child, both in my home and in my digital space. Organization brings me peace, mental clarity, and it just makes living life easier. I think being organized is strategic. So I have a plan for ensuring that I get and stay organized in 2024. This square represents my love for running. Running keeps me physically and mentally fit. I ran the St. Jude Half Marathon in December, and a spectator held a sign that said therapy is also an option. And I thought that was funny because running can definitely be a form of therapy. This year, I will run a registered race every month, and I'm going to participate in my second half marathon. This square represents mental health, mindfulness, spirituality, wellness, and wholeness. The goal here is to strengthen my relationship with God, to pray, to meditate, to practice yoga, and to just make sure I am taking care of my mental and emotional health, because if I don't take care of that, none of this other stuff matters. This square represents meal planning. One, because I want to focus on my gut health, which means I need to be mindful and intentional about what I am eating and what I am putting in my body. I also spend entirely too much money, y'all, eating out. I am ashamed by how much I ate out this year. DoorDash definitely got too many of my coins. I have to get it under control in 2024 and eat more at home. This square represents my finances. Being financially healthy and stable is super important to me, which means I need to consistently monitor and manage what is coming in, and more importantly, what is going out. This year, I'm going to pay off some debt and increase my savings. This square represents becoming a tourist or an ambassador in my own city. Y'all, I love Memphis. This city has a very special place in my soul, and I want to learn as much as I can about Memphis and what it has to offer. So I'm going to attend at least one cultural, political, or social event per month. Last year, I think I went to 8 events, and a highlight would be seeing the Color Purple and A Raisin in the Sun at Hattie Lee Theater. This square represents community service. I value service, especially when it comes to the youth, hunger and homelessness, and senior citizens. So this year, I will do one service event per month, and two of my favorite organizations to support are MIFA and Dorothy Day House. This square represents my family. Family is super important to me, and I want to make sure I am spending more quality time with them and creating memories. In 2024, I will be planning our first family reunion in addition to some smaller events throughout the year. And finally, this square represents my relationship with my friends. My friends are also my family, and I want to check in more and spend quality time with them as well. And so in 2024, I want to host an event, maybe two, and I want to go on more hikes and walks and spend time outdoors with my friends. The morning and evening routine icons serve as a reminder that how I start and end my day determines how I experience my day. So I need to consistently follow the routines that I have set in place for myself. The journal icon represents consistently writing in my metacognition journal as a way to process my thinking. The weights are about getting stronger and decreasing muscle atrophy. And of course, the water bottle is about staying hydrated, drinking at least 64 to 70 ounces of water per day. So this is my 2024 digital vision board. Let's actually take a look at it next to my 2023 board. They are pretty similar, which is expected because at this point, I still have the same vision for my life. I don't plan to travel or do any major home projects the first half of the year, so you'll notice that I removed those squares and consolidated others. And this time, each image and each icon are aligned to a specific goal. Each goal is measurable, which is going to make it so much easier for me to track my progress. I know exactly how I want my year to look. I know exactly how I want to grow. I know exactly how I want to respond when I am asked how my 2024 went. I also know that big dreams require big commitment and big action. And so that means I need to focus on what is important. I need to focus on learning and creating. I need to make sure my ladder is climbing up the right wall. I need to keep the main thing, and I need to do what I say I am going to do. I need to keep the promises that I make to myself. And in order to be able to do that, I have to have a plan and I have to have a strategy. I need solid systems, routines, and habits so that I can execute my vision. And so in an upcoming video, I am going to share some of my systems, routines, and habits that I've built to keep myself on track. And that's all I have for now, y'all. Let me know if you have ever created a digital vision board. Have you ever created any type of vision board? How did it work for you? What tips do you have to share? Let me know your thoughts and reflections in the comments. Thank y'all for riding with me. I love y'all. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.